Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there was a tiny village where all the little creatures lived in harmony. Among these happy residents was a young, adventurous rabbit named Rosy. Rosy was known throughout the village for her boundless energy and insatiable curiosity. One beautiful morning, Rosy overheard the elders discussing a magical garden deep within the forest. This garden was said to be home to the most exquisite carrots known to rabbit kind. However, no one had ever ventured there and returned to tell the tale, as the path was filled with challenges and puzzles only the wisest and bravest could solve. Eager to prove herself, Rosy decided she would be the one to find this garden and bring back the legendary carrots. She packed her little backpack with essentials: a map of the forest, a compass, a water flask, and her favorite book of riddles and puzzles. Before leaving, Rosy's mother approached her with a worried look in her eyes. "Rosy, my dear, the journey you're about to embark on will be tough. But remember, the key to overcoming the challenges you'll face lies within you." Rosy, with a determined nod, set off into the heart of the forest. The deeper she traveled, the more treacherous the path became. She encountered rivers with tricky currents and thick fog that obscured her path, but Rosy pressed on, using her knowledge and wits to navigate through. Finally, she reached a vast clearing where, at its center, lay the most incredible sight she had ever seen: the magical garden. However, guarding the entrance was a wise old owl who proclaimed that only those who could solve his riddle could enter. "I am taken from a mine and shut up in a wooden case, from which I am never released, and yet I am used by every person. What am I?" the owl hooted. Rosy sat down, pondering the owl's riddle closely. Remembering her mother's words, she knew the answer lay within her ability to think and reflect. Suddenly, it clicked. "You are a pencil," Rosy exclaimed confidently. "Correct you are," said the owl, and with a nod he stepped aside to let Rosy enter the garden. Inside, Rosy found the most beautiful carrots she had ever seen. She filled her backpack with them and made her way back home, solving every obstacle with the knowledge and resources she carried with her. Upon her return, the village erupted in celebration. Rosy had done what no one else had dared to do. She had ventured into the unknown, relying on her smarts and skills, and returned successfully. That night, as Rosy shared the delicious carrots with her friends and family, she realized the greatest lesson of all wasn't just about self-reliance, but also about believing in one's ability to face challenges head-on, using the tools and knowledge one possesses. And so Rosy became not just a hero in her village, but also a fantastic example of how determination, self-reliance, and the willingness to learn and adapt can help anyone achieve their dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem. As the moon hung high in the night sky, the little creatures of the forest slept peacefully, dreaming of their own adventures, inspired by the brave little rabbit who showed them all that anything is possible when you believe in yourself.